So say you need to add something that's pre-stuffed and you don't want to show the seam. This is a sandwich method. So I have my pre-stuffed like petals here, and I need to turn them so they are facing the seam side out where my other seam is going to be. This can be tricky to hold them in place if there's a lot of things, like this is sort of like a flower petal. So I want to pin them in place as I'm going. So I'm going to pin them, and then as I add the next one, I can overlap them as close or far as I want them to be without them kind of bumping each other off course, right? So you're going to do this, the pinning them on. So this is right side facing each other. So when I'm using the side of my fabric that I eventually will see facing the inside. So now I'm using the pins to hold both layers of fabric and the kind of petal ends together. Make sure the petal ends stick out. I would actually stick them out a little more than I did. And then you're going to stitch. I like to use a back stitch here just because there's a lot of pieces holding on. Take out your pins as you go once you've secured that area. And then you can see when I turn this right side out, I stitch around as much as you need so you have just a smaller opening. It needs to be big enough to let all these pieces out though. I'm going to turn it. Now this one you can see a little bit on the edge. I might not have caught all of that edge right here, so that's why you want to let your edges stick through a little bit more. It's better if you can see them, but that's really it, right? And then you would stuff it and sew it closed.